What I've been doing this morning is planting these little tailwind and covering them with the fleece netting. It's a double layer, so that's one of my jobs I did this morning, and then I shall cover it with the mesh cover as well. Put a little stone in the corner to stop it blowing up. So that's one little job I've done today. What I'm doing today is removing these strawberry plants and putting them up in the fruit area. These are the ones I grew from seed last year, so they've got some good roots on them. Yeah, so I want to take all these out of this bed because I want to use this bed for some brassicas. And they're actually quite easy to pull out because we've had so much wet weather. Some of these are alpine strawberries and some are normal. And in a way I wished I didn't plant the alpine ones. But there you go. So this is a job I've been wanting to do for a little while. And when I take them up the fruit area, I should just take all the leaves off to cut them down a bit. Ready for new growth this year. Yeah, so I should take them up and get them planted up in the fruit bed. So this is the little bucket of strawberries that I'm going to be planting. As you know, I'm doing this fruit area here. So what I'm doing is putting the strawberries along the edge. In this bed at the moment there isn't anything. There's a couple of beds at the back there that I'm gonna I've got to finish that end one there and put some strawberries in there too. So yeah, I've done a couple, so I'll get on with that now. While I'm at this bit, I've got some little lavenders which I'm planting as well. Actually, it's coming on quite nicely around here. I'm really pleased with it. Yeah. Obviously, I've got to do another part to the fruit garden, and then I shall upload a video. But there's a little bit more left to do yet. But hey ho. The red currants are getting little buds on now, which is lovely to see. I cut those right back in the winter. So yeah, that was a good job. They're nice in porridge and stuff like that. Lovely. Well, it's great to be able to get outside today, even if it's just in the polytunnel. I have been sowing some seeds, which I'll show you in a sec. But at the moment, I'm using this bit of time to get some sowing done. And as you know, I want lots of flowers this year as well, not just vegetables. You might be able to hear the rain on the roof a little bit and some cows in the background. But, oh yeah, you can hear the cow. But anyway, I'll show you what I'm sowing at the moment. So these are what I'm going to be planting. They're hollyhock, chatas, double mixed. Look at them colours, they look lovely, don't they? So what I'm doing is I've already got some pots here. I've been putting 4 seeds in each one. I'll show you the seeds, what they look like. Yeah, so I'm not going to mess about and have any left over. I'm just going to plant them all. I'm going to do 4 in a cup. I mean, the garden's plenty big enough to plant these out in little clumps when it comes to planting them out. So I mean, these will take a few weeks to get going, but what I'm hoping is that by the time they're big enough, I can just put them straight out and not put them on, you know. The weather will be better. So, yeah. So that's the hollyhock. I've actually come back indoors now. It got really cold out there. Ooh, it felt really cold. I've lit the big stove in the front room, and I thought I'd show you what the seeds were doing in my little room. All the potatoes seem to be chitting nicely. Quite a few trays up here. I've tried to get them as near to the light as I could, you know. Got some nice little chits coming on them. Look at these ones. Well, it'll be this month, won't it? We'll be getting them planted out. And there's the pink fir apple. So I'll show you a few of the seeds now that are coming along nicely. These are some of the varieties of tomato plants that I'm going to have a go at this year. And they're just starting to come through. It's got on that unknown beefsteaks. I don't know what that is. Oh, this is some little lemon balm, which is just starting to come through. Look, I'll probably keep a plant of that indoors. What's this one? It's called heirloom. It's called Rainbow, and that's a beefsteak. They only just come through, those ones. Look, only just. All on its own. This little one in here so far. That one's called Packing Purple. So apparently that's a large tomato plant. Large tomato. I beg your pardon. These ones have come up quite well. These have only just starting to come through, really. I don't know what's happened to that one, whether that's had it or no, it's got a little tiny seed pod on the top. So yeah, them ones are called Ukrainian Purple. This one's called Black Beauty, but there's no sign of that yet. So and I did plant that at the same time, so maybe it's just a little bit slower. So that's a few of the tomatoes. And as you all know, I'm hoping to have a better year with tomatoes this year. These little ones here, they're black tomatoes. And these ones are Chorola. I'm probably saying it wrong, but anyway, when I looked at these, apparently they got you get a really long truss on these, and you get loads of small tomatoes on it. So I'm looking forward to that. And I've actually come up with a little idea for the tomatoes for the for support. So I'm going to have a go at it first, and if it works I'll show you in another video. This one's called Rare Black Prince. There's no show yet in there. This little one here is called Yellow Pear. I can see that they're only just starting to come through. I planted these all on the 19th of February. So as you know, we haven't had a lot of sun or anything like that, but they are in the window. This one is called Aunt Gertie, but there's no show yet, so I'll keep looking out for them. This cucumber, well, there's a couple actually, and there's another little tiny one just coming through there. It's called Rare Purple Black Cucumber. So that'll be interesting if that comes, if that comes good. In these ones I've planted a single seed of Montebritia, which is a shrub. In here, what are these ones? This one here is called a lemon cucumber. This one's a lemon one as well. This one here is telegraph, and that's another telegraph one there. In here, these have got quite leggy really, but I shall plant them deep. These are turnips, so what I'll probably do with those is put them out in the polytunnel for a couple of weeks soon. I should probably have planted them direct, but it's been too cold, so what I might do is put them into deep pots, but plant them really deeply until a couple of more weeks time, and then I'll put them outside in one of the raised beds with some fleece over the top. This one is Calabrese, that's called Waltham. There's a little tiny rhubarb coming through there, that's called Coltorum, Glaskin's Perpetual, that is. I've got a few of those, well 2 pots actually. These little ones here, these are Swede, they're called Marion. I did a video a while back where I bought some seeds from China. That was a long time ago, last year actually, and I planted some, so I'll show you. They've actually come through. There they are, look, they're the China ones. They're raspberries. It's an experiment this, because I want to see, you know, if they actually come to anything really. And those tomato ones what I showed you just now, they were from China. So if you're thinking of buying things from there, you know, they do germinate. There's nothing showing in this one yet. This is these were blueberries, same place, China. Some little musselburgh leeks are coming through now. These are my lupins. They're called My Castle. They're the very tall ones, red, so they'll be beautiful. I'm looking forward to them. These are what are these? Oh, that's another lot of the lupins. This one's some cabbages. Advantage F1. Like the sweetheart cabbage, that. Is some snowball cauliflower. They've just come through. A couple of them are getting a bit leggy because they're searching for the light, but often them. This one. So they're all coming through nicely. And there's a few bolt hardy beetroot, and I shall do the same with them. I'll probably put them in a bed under some cover in a couple of weeks time, and hopefully then it would have warmed up a bit really. So I hope you're all having a lovely day, whatever you're doing, and I'm sure there'll be lots of updates now. We're coming into garden seasoning. I hope you're having a lovely day, whatever you're doing, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of videos now because we're coming into garden season, aren't we? As I sow seeds, I shall do a video. So that's what I've sown so far, and yeah, you get to see whatever else I sow.
Why not come and join me on Facebook or Instagram? The link is in the description.